Hi, good morning. My name is Alvin Coprada. My report is Corporate Strategy, Mergers and Acquisition Strategic Alliance. And tatalakayin natin dito kung ano ba talaga yung meaning nitong ano na to. Paano to nakakatulong sa isang kumpanya. Why do firms make acquisition? Mergers and acquisition take place for many strategic business reasons, but the most common reason are the business combination, economic and their core. Parang na some various economic reason. Kung baga kakaintindi ko dito, sa firms, kailangan din natin bumili ng ibang source ng product. Kumbaga ng company, bibilin mo siya para mag-increase din yung profit mo and lumaki rin yung yung business mo. Yan, SM, Investment Corporation, yan, and to go. SM Investment Corp SMIC, Numar said it was acquiring 34.5% stake in To Go for its first foray in the fast-growing logistic business. The conglomerate, founded by country's richest man Henry C. wants to adapt the changing retail landscape. Some people will like order from the comfort of their living room. Some of go to mall, expense and talk, and other shoppers are going to cart to different ways. SMIC Vice Chairman Teresita say Coson said. Ayan nga, kumbaga yung SM nag-ano siya, meron siyang share dun sa kumbaga meron siyang share dun sa To Go na parang na part na rin siya ng company na to. Ayala and Salora. Ayala Group said in February that is nearly half of online retail Salora as expand into commerce and fashion physical virtual spaces will create a nominal retail experience according to Salora, which plans to bring pop-up store in Ayala. Ayun naman yung Salora, alam naman natin na nakipagka-collaborate sila sa Ayala para at least meron silang mata yung branding nila dun sa mall. Kumbaga makapagbenta rin sila sa mall kasi alam naman natin sa Lora, sa ano siya, online app siya na pwede kang order ng mga clothing, shoes, ganyan. To gain access to new market and distribution channel. Distribution channels a path by which all goods and services must travel to arrive intend customer. Conversely is also described the pathway payment make from the end consumer to original vendor distribution channel can be short or long depend the number of times required delivery of product and services. Yun naman, to gain access to new markets and distribution naman, that ano, marunong kang marunong kang distribute yung payment ng mo ng customer mo na hindi maguguluhan yung customer mo sa pagbabayad ng mga products. Yan. To preempt rivals, Amazon.com Incorporated in the Friday suit the New York Attorney General stopped state from filing its own lawsuit over online retail earlier response cover including inspiring activism Christian Smalls. In the complaint of Brooklyn Federal Court, Amazon accused Attorney General Letitia James of stepping her bounds and threatening the sue unless they met the several demands including surrendering the profits, slowing down the operation. Amazon said federal labor safety laws take precedence in seeking conjunction and block gains from use suing. Yan nga. Kumbaga na yung pagkakaintindi ko dito kasi pinanood ko rin siya sa YouTube. Yung kaso pala nito, yung parang yung Amazon, yung pumutok yung pandemic, parang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung yung process nila ng mga deliveries nila, yung mga kumbaga yung company nila tuloy-tuloy. Kumbaga hindi nila na pangalagaan yung protocols, kumbaga health protocols ng mga employee nila, kaya parang alam ko nagwelga sila yung mga employee nila kasi syempre nagtatrabaho sila, yung buhay nila sa panganib kasi syempre may pandemic nun. Firms sometimes make acquisition to overcome entry barriers. Merging competitors allow the firms gain new market distribution channel strategy. Discuss the crop acquisition Cadbury to tap into distribution channels in both US fast-growing international market. Yan. Yan. Yung crop nga, yan. Nila, parang in-auction nila yung Cadbury, binili nila yung Cadbury. Yung chocolate na yan. Yan. Food fight, Kraft Hassel take over Cadbury in 2010. Kraft Food bought is a UK-based competitor Cadbury PLC for close 20 million. The hostile takeover. Unlike the more diverse food product company Kraft, Cadbury has focused salt candy gums. Heading back in 1825, to establish itself market across the globe in concern the British Empire. Yun nga, yung Kraft parang yung ano, parang nakita nila yung na pwede nila magamit yung pagbili nila sa ano sa Cadbury ng pwede nila ito magamit na source of income din nung ay nga yung sa report ko ay yung pag auction ng isang kumpanya kung paano bibilin yung another company to gain more profit. Yan. Kraft was attracted to Cadbury due its strong position in the countries such as India, Egypt, Thailand, and the fast-growing markets in Latin America. Cadbury held 70% of market share. Chocolate in India, more than 1 million people, children especially, that advocate chocolate instead of just plain chocolate. It's difficult to outside the life Kraft to break into emerging economy because early restaurants have developed the first their distribution system to meet needs millions of small inventors secure strong strategic position this fast growing emerging markets. Therefore yan nga yung Cadbury nga parang siya yung naging malakas talaga yung yung kumbaga yung market niya sa ibang bansa lalo international, kumbaga sa India, ano sa India, Latin America, parang 70% ng market talagang ang minamarket talaga nila yung pagbili ng Cadbury products. Yan. Kumbaga ayun yung yung pagdi-distribute nun kung paano magiging challenging sa sa crop. Kung paano nila ma-attain yung ganyan, yung millions of small independent vendors na para masupply nila yon. Kraft felt the horizontal integration with Cadbury was critical. Kraft continues to face formidable competitors in the global market, including Nestle and Mars, which is especially strong in China, where famous Snickers bar with the official chocolate and Olympics Games in Beijing. In U.S. market, the Cadbury acquisition allows to Kraft greater access to convenience store, gives its new distribution channel to opens market to growing faster and have its profit margin is the strongest strategic position domestic market. Yun nga, kumbaga nag-isip sila ng ng isang strategy na paano ba tayo makakabenta ng mas ng mas mas okay, kumbaga mas profitable pa yung pagbebenta natin kasi alam ko yung mga ganitong chocolate na bibili lang siya sa mga high ngayon parang pinasok na nila yung pag access sa mga convenience store para kahit papaano meron silang makuha na income dun sa mga maliliit na store. Yan. Kraft has compete the Hershey's Company, the largest US chocolate manufacturer. This is the battle of intense because Hershey's main strategic focus on the domestic market, with US population growing slowly, become the more healthy conscious. Ayan. Yun nga, na kakompetensya pa rin ng Hershey yung yung Cadbury. Kaya syempre, yung mga US nga, isa mga ngayon ng US parang lumalaki na yung population nila pero nagiging health conscious na sila kung paano nila yung product nila na na makakasabay dun sa kalaban nila na kahit bumili ng product nila pero less sugar ganyan pero masarap pa rin siya na hindi makakasama dun sa health ng mga nila ng mga buyer nila. In 2012, Kraft Food announced a restructuring it to separate its North American grocery food business from its fast-growing global snack food and candy business, including Oreos and Cadbury chocolate, which is now Mondelez International. Yan. Parang tayo sila ng yung Kraft Food ng ni-restructure nila yung nila isang American grocery food business nila para maging international, kumbaga siya na yung hawak sa ibang yung international nila logistics nila. Yan. Google. Let's look at the acquisition made by some of the leading internet companies. Google, Facebook, and Yahoo. Google, the leader in the online research advertisement, engaged the number of smaller acquisition and tech ventures, fill gaps in its competency lineup. In 2006, Google bought YouTube and video sharing website for 1.65 million, also motivate desire to gain new capability. Facebook, Instagram, and photo sharing social media inside 1 billion. Yan. Kumbaga dito tinatalaki dito yung yung pag-auction ng isang ng Google, binili niya yung yung YouTube para at least wala hawak niya rin yung yung video industry kumbaga sa internet. Yung Facebook naman inano niya Instagram, kumbaga hindi rin sila magpapatalo sa ginawa ng sa ginawa ng Google na bumili rin ng ng isang company. Waze. Google purchased the Israeli startup company Waze at 1 billion. Google acquired to gain access to new capability and prevent rivals from gaining access. Waze claimed the fame track mobile app. Google's leader online maps wanted to extend the capability of mobile device. Perhaps somewhere Google intent was to preempt competitors Apple and Facebook from buying Waze. Yan. Ayun nga isa sinabi rin ni Ma'am na binibili nga ni Google yung yung mga iba meron din Google Map. Binili niya rin yung Waze para kaysa bilhin ng ibang company sa kanila pa rin magigain yung profit kasi sila pa rin yung pagkukuha ng mga map kumbaga saan tayo pupunta yung Waze na yan ay kasi yung parang nagki-click ngayon na way of transporting kung paano ka mapupunta sa destination mo. Motorola. Google engaged a somewhat larger acquisition with the both Motorola cell phone unit and for 12.5 billion in 2011. This was the gain access to Motorola's valuable patent holdings mobile technology. The Motorola acquisition also needed Google integrated software and Android OS. More simply, turn into position Google better compete the Apple Samsung mobile devices. Yon. Parang pinasok din ni Google yung pagbili ng Motorola para makasabay din siya sa industries ng Apple and Samsung sa mga mobile devices. The M&A performance stock record rather na mixed most merge destroys stakeholder value because the anticipated synergies never materialized the value creation across the shareholders. The firm was taken over because acquires of the pay a premium of buying the target company need sometimes company involved bidding war acquisition to winner by end the price but may have overpaid for the acquisition. Yan nga isa M&A naman sa sinasabi. Kumbaga kumbaga yung mga nag sila ng bidding para at least ma-reward kung sino man yung magustuhan ng kumpanya kung sinong bibili sa kanila na mas mataas yung yung di sila lugi. Principal agent problem. The principal agent problem is conflict priorities between the person or group of representative authorized to act in their behalf. An agent may act in the way that contrary the best interests of the principal. Yan. Sa principal agent problems naman, kumbaga ikaw yung mag-iisip sa yun yung problema na kumbaga conflict between the person or a group. Kumbaga ikaw yung nag-iisip kung paano kumbaga kung paano maayos yung problem na yun. That is I overcome competitive disadvantage. Overcome competitive disadvantage may lead to competitive advantage in the long run, but not necessary. It lead to economy scale in scope. Most importantly, firm does not want to have competitive disadvantage anymore. Ayun nga, sino ba naman na magkakagusto na di ba, na sa company meron kang competitive disadvantage. Dapat lagi meron kang advantage sa isang kumpanya para at least makasabay ka sa economy kung magbago-bago man yung ng tao, yung pangangailangan ng tao. Superior acquisition integration capability. Acquisition integration capability is not equally distributed across the firm. Since the valuable were difficult to imitate, the superior acquisition and integrated capacity together with the past experience led the competitive advantage. Yan nga sa superior acquisition naman. Kumbaga sinasabi rito na na hindi daw equal yung pagdi-distribute ng ng across the firm. Kumbaga hindi valuable yung pag binili yung isang company dapat na mo pa rin nagigain mo pa rin yung capacity and yung past experience ng para maging competitive pa rin yung advantage ng isang company. Principal agent problem. Diversity to acquisition due to principal agent problem. Managers are as agent. It's supposed to act in the best interest and principles. The stakeholder, however, managers may have incentive grow their firms to acquisition, not to anticipate stakeholder value reserves to build larger empire which is specifically correlated prestige, power, and pay. Yung sa principal agent naman as a managers as a agent. Kumbaga binibigyan mo siya ng ng incentive ganyan para hindi siya para hindi siya kumbaga hindi siya tamaring magtrabaho o kaya hindi siya hindi umalis siya sa kumpanya mo kasi isa rin yun sa magdadahil ng paano masira yung company. Yan. Manager service form self-delusion which manager convince themselves their superior skills based on clear evidence. Manager havers in two firms. Managers of the acquiring company convince themselves they are able to manage the business and target company effectively and therefore create additional share holders value that dissatisfy often use unrelated to business strategy. Yan nga, sa managers that yung company marunong din makasama sa mga managers nila kasi pag nagkaroon sila ng conflict, pwede yung maging use ng this diversify strategy kumbaga kakasira ng kumpanya. Although most top-level managers are aware that majority acquisition destroyed rather than create shareholders value, they see themselves as expectation, the rule. PepsiCo, yan nga. Managerial risk led to many ill-fated deals, destroying billions of dollars. For example, Quaker Oats Company acquired Snapples because its manager to Snapples was another Gatorade. This was the success of previous acquisition. The acquisition failed to Quaker Oats taken over PepsiCo. Snapple was spun out this ended being part of the Dr. Pepper Snapples Group. Decided to overcome competitive disadvantage. In some instances, mergers not motivate gaining competitive advantage. By overcoming competitive disadvantage, for example, the compete more successful with Nike, the worldwide leaders for shoes, apparel, Adidas, acquired Reebok, yan. Yan nga, sa competitive disadvantage naman, dapat yung mergers mo na motivate mo na mag-gain ka ng competitive advantage. Yan, alam na natin yung Nike. Sobrang kilala nila sila yung nangunguna sa buong mundo sa athletic apparel. Kumbaga sila yung successful talaga worldwide sa sports na yan. Yung mga ginagamit ng mga players, ng mga NBA player ganyan sa sila din ang nag-sponsor. Kumbaga para yung Adidas sa Reebok number lang sila, number 2 to 3 lang sila. Superior acquisition at the integration capability. Acquisition and integration capability are not equally distributed across the firm. Although there are strong evidence the mergers and acquisition and average destroyer that create shareholder value, this does not include the possibility some firms are consistently able to identify the acquire integrate target. Companies strengthen their competitive position since valuable, rare, difficult to imitate the superior acquisition integration capability together with past experience can lead the competitive advantage. Sa superior acquisition naman, ang pinag-aano dito yung values ng company, kung paano mo magigain yung experience, yung past experience ng company para maging competitive sa competitive advantage niya kahit na yung acquisition hindi na distribute ng across the firm. Kumbaga hindi siya na segregate ng maayos. Kumbaga ito yung nagiging problema, pero as a marketer dapat marunong tayong mag-advance ng thinking natin kung paano natin ma-help yung company kahit iba na yung may hawak dito. Cisco System Network and Telecommunication Company is one of the firm preliminary acquisition record. To position itself more strongly after 2001 bursting of the internet tech stock bubble. Cisco and Burst acquisition led the growth strategy. It acquired more than 150 technologies, mainly smaller technology companies. It acquired several largest firms including Dinsky, Scientific, Atlanta, Webex, Davis units their own rights. Ayan. Yung Cisco naman siya yung kumbaga telecommunication siya. Isa siyang company. Kumbaga sa atin Smart ganyan, Globe. Sila yung kumukontrata sa ibang sa ibang company na ito yung ako yung magdi-distribute sa inyo ng ano ng ako magiging provider sa inyo ng internet ganyan. HP. It benefits from learning experience curve effects community through its the large number acquisition because of the superior integration template. Cisco keep the management larger firms acquired to manage the relationship more strategic alliance than acquisition. HP did not have much expertise selecting pricing integrated technology acquisition. HP wrote a completely sum of recent technology acquisition taking billions-dollar losses. Acquired Palm Pioneer Personal Digital Assistant. Yan. Yun nga, yung HP parang hindi nila naisip na one time magkakamali sila na yan nalugi sila ng billions of dollars dahil sa pag-acquire nila ng Palm Pioneer Personal Digital Assistant. Palm's Web OS. HP's strategic intent was to deliver its Palm Web mobile operating system into stronger position. The fast-growing smartphone tablets order to compete more effectively with Apple led not even year later. HP wrote of almost 2 billion declared of Palm OS acquisition failure. HP contribute Apple decide to exit mobile device industry. Yun nga. Yung parang nag-ano na yung Palms OS na nag-failure nga sila. Kaya yung HP captivated na sila, hindi na sila sa mobile device industry, parang nag-exit na sila doon. Thank you po.